Hello and welcome to Fantastic 5. This week we're taking a look at the 5 best animal companions from DC Comics. Back when superhero comics were primarily marketed to children, a good way to catch a young reader's eye was the addition of an animal sidekick, who were sometimes so popular that they took over for the star of the show. However, there are a ton of excellent animal characters in comics, so I'm gonna have to throw down a few ground rules for this list. 1. No anthropomorphic or talking animals. As much as I'd like to talk about Hoppy the Marble Bunny or the terrific What's-It or Detective Chimp, I'll have to save them for another video. 2. No gorillas. Gorillas already got their own video. It was awesome, check it out. But first, a quick shout out to some of the animal friends who didn't quite make the top 5. Rex the Wonder Dog, whose mammoth fighting abilities ensured he was sidekick to no man. Hal Jordan's pet alien starfish plant thing, Itty, original Green Lantern Alan Scott's sidekick, Streak, who was so popular he took over the book in 1949, the Space Canine Patrol agents, including Tusky Husky, Tail Terrier, and Mammoth Mutt, and Dr. Midnight's pet owl, Hootie, who teamed up with one of Aquaman's pals to top the Hot Adult Top 40 in 1995. Now on to the top 5. Number 5, the Canine Steeds of the Atomic Knights. First appearing in Strange Adventures number 117 in 1960, in a story by John Broome and Murphy Anderson, the Atomic Knights were a group of heroes who lived in a post-apocalyptic future. Following the great disaster of a nuclear war in the distant future of 1986, the Atomic Knights roamed the Midwest wearing suits of medieval armor that protected them from the laser weapons of the tyrannical Black Baron. Now, that's already a pretty sweet concept, but the whole thing didn't quite click until 1962's Strange Adventures number 138, when the Knights discovered a pair of giant horse-sized Dalmatians that they subsequently rode into battle. A group of average post-apocalyptic citizens wearing irradiated medieval armor and charging into battle on giant Dalmatians is one of the best visuals in comic history. Yes, even better than a tiny man riding a normal-sized dog like a horse. Sorry about that, fans of Dollman and Elmo the Wonder Dog. Number 4, Ace the Bat-Hound. A staple of Batman comics in the late 50s and early 60s, Ace the Bat-Hound first appeared in 1955's Batman number 92, in a story by Bill Finger and Sheldon Moldoff. Ace was a German Shepherd that Bruce gained possession of during a case in which the dog helped stop a gang of counterfeiters. Subsequently, he was named the Bat-Hound and given his own mask and bat-shaped dog tag. And before the Peanut Gallery asks, Ace wears a mask because in his civilian identity, he has an easily identifiable star-shaped marking on his forehead. Ace disappeared from the comics when Batman was rebooted in 1964, and in more modern times has been replaced by such bat pets as Titus the Great Dane, Alfred the Cat, and the ever-popular Bat Cow. Number 3, Aquamans Friends. It makes sense that a character whose most noteworthy power is the ability to communicate with marine life would accumulate a large menagerie of animal companions. Perhaps his most famous underwater pal is Topo the Octopus, who first appeared in 1956's Adventure Comics number 229 in a story by Ramona Fradon. Topo was Aquaman's favorite pet in the 50s and 60s, thanks in no small part to his great intelligence and manual dexterity, which allowed him to help Aquaman fight crime using tools such as a bow and arrow, and to rock Atlantis as a one-cephalopod band. Before Topo, however, Aquaman's main pal from the 1940s was Ark the Sea Lion, and later friends have included Tusky the Walrus, Aquaman's most trusted seahorse steed Storm, Porpy the Porpoise, Fluke the Dolphin, a white blood cell named Platelet, and most recently, a golden retriever named Salty the Aquadog, who, I assure you, only lives with Aquaman when he's on land. Number 2, Jumpa. In the original 1940s comics, Paradise Island of the Amazons was a way radder place to live than the world of man. Case in point, Kangas, giant kangaroos that the Amazons rode around on instead of horses. First appearing in 1942's Sensation Comics number 6 by William Moulton Marston and H.G. Peter, the Kangas were a commonly recurring story element in the 40s. Despite their similarity in appearance to Earth kangaroos, the Kangas were in fact alien beings who had been brought back to Paradise Island by a group of space-exploring Amazons called the Sky Riders of Nebulosa. Wonder Woman's personal trained Kanga was named Jumpa, who was both a beloved pet and an aid to crime fighting. There was also a special breed of Kangas called Sky Kangas, which could jump all the way to the dang moon. If you're wondering now why comics today are way less cool than this, I completely understand. Number 1, Krypto and the Legion of Super Pets. Perhaps the most famous of super pets is Krypto the Super Dog, Superman's pal from the planet Krypton. First appearing in 1955's Adventure Comics number 210 in a story by Otto Binder and Kurt Swan, Krypto was the infant Kal-El's pet dog back on Krypton, whom Jor-El used as a subject for his test rocket before launching baby Kal to safety upon Krypton's destruction. Krypto would later land on Earth when Kal-El was now Clark Kent, fighting crime in Smallville as the Boy of Steel, Superboy. Over the years, Krypto would be joined by Supergirl's pet, Streaky, a normal Earth cat given superpowers by mysterious ex-Kryptonite, Comet the Super Horse, a horse who was once a centaur but is also sometimes a man, and Beppo the Super Monkey, another one of Jor-El's test animals who managed to sneak his way to Earth, together with a telepathic blob of shape-shifting protoplasm named Prody 2, don't ask what happened to Prody 1. They fought crime in the 30th century as the Legion of Super Pets. That's so cool, you shouldn't be surprised that they're at the top of this list. You should be surprised that they're not at the top of every list. Thanks for watching this episode of Fantastic Fives. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Comics Alliance for more comic facts, and check out comicsalliance.com for more comic awesomeness.